On the 18th of July 2024, Manchester United officially signs a generational talent. Snatched from the praying hands of Real Madrid, Leny Yoro joined for a whopping £52 million that could raise by a further £6.7 million in add-ons based on conditions including performances. This boy became the most expensive player 18 years or younger and one of the most expensive defenders in history, with a base salary for himself of about £5.9 million per year that could increase by a further £1.7 million. Indeed, Leny Yoro has got to be worth it now. He officially played his first 90 minutes for Manchester United for United as we took on Tottenham. And I'm here in today's player focus to give you my 2 cents on Leny Yoro and whether or not he was a hit or a miss. Welcome to the United Road Sport. My name is Webb. Like and share, subscribe to the United Road Sport, and let's focus on one of our most exciting teenagers at Man United. Now, as we speak now, Leny Yoro is 19, and there are people out there who are so eager to see him play. Remember, he joins Man United pre-season, gets an injury against Arsenal. He's out for 3 months, and people are crying. We needed to see this boy. But the new boss, Ruben Amorim, comes in, and immediately he notices a special talent in Leny Yoro. In his press conferences, he was always waxing lyrical about him, saying, "This boy, we've got to be careful how we handle him because he's just a special footballer, just like Kobe, just like Ahmad." But focusing on Yoro, we saw his first full 90 minutes, and this is my 2 cents. First of all, I think he's such a good passer of the ball. That is one thing I've noticed. Two, I think he's a bit calm. He's quite calm for a player who is 18 and a defender. I think he's extremely calm. Three, I think his positional awareness and his technical ability is close to none for a player his age. No wonder he's always winning tackles. He's a good tackler. If I'm to show you his stats versus Tottenham, that was his game by numbers. 92% pass accuracy. That speaks to how accurate a passer he is. 9 duels contested, 6 duels won. So he missed 3 of the 9 duels that he contested. 4 tackles attempted, 3 tackles won. Impressive. 3 clearances and 3 interceptions. Now, for me, for an 18-year-old player, these are beautiful stats. Remember, he joined Man United as one of the top 4 hottest teenagers in global football, regardless which position. Generally, of all players his age, he was one of the hottest 4 teenagers by stats in the top 5 leagues in Europe. Now, probably that makes him one of the hottest in the world, because if you're among the top 5 in Europe, I think nature dictates that Europe has the best 5 leagues in the world. So it shows you that this boy is beginning to pick up his rhythm and get performances. He comfortably played the full 90 minutes of this game. I did not see him look tired at any one point in the game. I thought he looked consistent and collected all throughout the game, no panicking. Of course, there are things about his game that he can improve. For example, I spoke about him being calm, but there is a thin line between being calm and being slow. At times, we look at, for example, a player like Kobe, and he looks a bit slow, but he's actually calm. That's his style of playing. And for a defender, it's good for you to be calm and collected. But there are times when Yoro is a fraction, looks a bit of a fraction of a second, maybe slow in his timing. He's not slow in terms of speed and running and physique, but timing of decisions. For example, tackle, he looks a fraction of a second slow, and this is something you can think he can work on and improve as he grows as a player. But in terms of the basics of a center back, in terms of the ratings that we had about him, in terms of where he was placed up so high among the best in the world, that Man United had to change their transfer strategy just to snatch him, because in the initial plan that Man United had in the last summer, Leny Yoro wasn't there. United are planning to buy the lead. They had spoken to Everton about Jared Branthwaite. Leny Yoro was just an opportunity in the market that came, and they had to just change everything. first to first get him because that is how good this boy is, or that's how good he's rated. But I think now he's beginning to get minutes in his feet, and every day you're beginning to feel like he will become more comfortable. And I'll tell you, he has clearly shown that he can give a proper run for his money to Mathis Delete. He can clearly give Mathis Delete a proper run for his money in that right-hand side of the central defense. Already now, we are seeing that Nusal Mazraoui is being pushed ahead. Now, obviously, I'm not trying to say that Leny Yoro is better than Nusal Mazraoui. Don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to compare him to Mazraoui, but what this looks like for me is that Amorim wants to make Leny Yoro his preferred right back. That's what he wants to do. He's trying to mold him into that and perhaps try to push Nusal Mazraoui to be playing as a wing back for the most part of the games lately. Maybe in games when he wants to rest Leny Yoro, he can bring Mazraoui back on the right and play him as the right on the right hand side of the back three. But I think he's beginning to build his team around these youngsters. That's what Amorim is trying to do. Because that performance, it might have been a Carabao Cup game, but it shows you what the ultimate plan for Amorim is. I think he's trying to consider this young boy because he's tall. That's very important. His height is very important because for you to play in a back three center back, a center back of three, 6 feet three is not bad at all. He's tall. He has got the height. He can head balls. He can pass the ball. He passes the ball and then makes the good move to go wide and ask for the ball. He's not shy. He's alert. His concentration levels are high. He's alert, always involved in the game. He's playing with the team. Those are all advantages of a player who can flourish in a back three. Now, Yoro already is showing the signs. Maguire was the first to impress Ruben Amorim in terms of playing, especially on the left-hand side of the back three. So I have a feeling, and I'll talk about maybe him later, Maguire and Lisandro Martinez later. I do have a strong feeling that Harry Maguire might be Lisandro Martinez's biggest threat in in the left-hand side position on the back three. I feel like Lisandro Martinez's levels have not been convincing. They have been fluctuating up and down, up and down. I do think that Harry Maguire might be his worst nightmare. Lisandro Martinez has sort of stagnated. I think Maguire has got an opportunity because the back three of Man United has got to be stable. I'm thinking we might end up seeing a back three of Yoro, Delete, and Maguire, or if Yoro is not yet up to the levels that Amorim would want to see him, would be Delete and Maguire as the back three in certain crucial games because Lisandro Martinez is looking rusty a bit. There are things about him that don't quite cut it. Well, we had a good game. He assisted for Ahmad in the Man City game, played quite well. He's a good footballer, but his levels have got to stabilize and be consistent at the very least, or keep improving as the best. Which would be the best option? So going back to Leny Yoro, this generational talent for me is not really overrated. I was always eager to see because you see, if you're a player like Leny Yoro, you're 18 years of age, you signed for Man United in the conditions Man United is in. The pressure is going to be so high on you, especially if you're young and bought for so much money. Even your teammates would want to see what is so special about this 18-year-old kid. So they want to see it. And I feel like that confidence is beginning to exude. Is going to help him win over everyone because the jury was still out there. But if you read between the lines, you see the signs of a player who will come good. So for me, out of 10, rating Leny Yoro's performance, his first full 90 minutes for Man United, out of 10, I would give him a 6.5 out of 10. I would give it like again, like I showed you the stats. Those are above average stats. He was dominating literally in everything, every facet of the game. And these are things that define a defender. You've got to be able to win duels, you've got to win to tackle, you've got to be accurate in your passing, especially in the system and set up the Man United plays. So I do strongly believe for me, he performed slightly or fairly above average. 6.5 is fairly above average, but he can improve on his game. That's very important. So give me your 2 cents about Leny Yoro's performance. What do you think about it? How do you feel about this boy? And do you think he will be the generational talent that we are all hoping for? We've got quite a few of them. We speak about Leny Yoro we've got Kobe Maino in the middle. Amad Diallo is already living the time of his life as a Man United player. So give me your 2 cents about that. I will be back to talk more about Lisandro Martinez and, of course, the Man United, Ruben Amorim's Man United starting 11. He said he did not make any mistakes. I don't think he made any mistakes either. I don't think he made a mistake per se. Like resting Ahmad, it's understandable. The boy has got to be rested. This was a Carabao Cup game. It's not the priority for Man United. But also Ahmad is human. He's got to rest. Just that, if a game is important, Ahmad has got to start. This wasn't as important, perhaps, understandably. Good riddance that we are out of the Carabao Cup. Let's focus on the big three. By our standards, of course. Europa, Premier League, and FA, and we see what we can make out of those. Like, share, and subscribe to the United Sport. I am Web Daniel. Thank you so much, those of you who share our videos, those of you who like our videos, because here's the thing. My request and why I continue to keep requesting you to share our to like our videos is because when you click like, the way the YouTube algorithm works, when you like a video, the algorithm recommends it more for more people to find it, because I think in its wisdom, if you like it, it means it's good content, and YouTube wants to promote good content. So please do like this player focus and all other videos that we do put up there as we keep growing, guys. We are heading towards 12K, and of course we will keep improving. We are above 11K. Beautiful stuff. Thank you so much for subscribing. Let's keep growing. We are powered by Uplift Causes. Visit that YouTube channel and find out more about what Uplift Causes does in helping young people take charge of their mental health. Like, share, and subscribe.